What's going on? What's going on? It's your man, Mal C219 TV, Midwest Connected Man, Chiefs for Life, where we discuss all things life. And, you know, we talk about the latest topics and trends with a little GI perspective on top. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you out in these streets and you gambling and not paying back debts, and you got these things going on like shiesty now, please put some money on your head before somebody else do. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this it's another episode of the Transition Podcast. It's brought to you by Royal Estate Clothing. You can tap in with me and my brother Cash D if you want to take any orders. You want to see some clothing, you see some merch. We got that, the hottest brand in the land. And also urban licensed professionals. We provide life insurance awareness every month. So you got questions about any policies or things you want to know about, just in general life insurance questions or consultations, you can email me at mrcheek683@gmail.com. Now let's get to it, man. Now, here we go. Offset. Oh yeah, let's talk about your man Offset. Now, it was alleged. Your man Offset just got popped down at the casino. Popped for his bread, and he got popped. Fit literally. You know, your man Lil TJ right there. So Offset back in the day, him and Lil TJ, he owed him some money. Simple and plain. It's, you know, I guess allegedly Offset likes to gamble. But you know, he likes to gamble and borrow. I guess he like to keep his money and use other people's money. He's a real gambler, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, him and this guy, they've been back and forth from years. Just for those that may not know, you know, they've been back and forth for years, altercations, verbal words, whatever. And I understand, my man, if I loan you some money, you supposed to have that. Let me get that. Then they're in the industry, so you know, you don't know how much of this is publicity or how much of this is clout chasing or what. But whatever it was, however, if I'm clout chasing, I'm clout chasing. But if I see you in the casino gambling and you owe me some bread, that might be an issue, man. So I'm gonna just let y'all hear this, man. Shout to Chicks Move. This is YouTube. You can go to this channel, check out. This is where we get this little clip from. But you got a couple people, Des Bryant, Ebro from Hot 97. A couple people tapped in and said, Offset owe them some bread. Oh yeah, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear it? Here it go. Yeah, they said something about Offset on them some bread, but let's see.
Oh boy, this is absolutely nothing but Negro shenanigans. Can you guys believe that these guys, Offset and Lil TJ, are pretty much solving the crime for the feds in 4K? I told you guys in the last video, the lawyer for Lil TJ and also for Offset has to take their phones away. These guys do not care about incriminating evidence. All they care about is making sure that online they still look gangster. We saw Lil TJ come out and accuse Offset of being a rat.
Last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. Yo, that shot me. La 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 is a rat. I don't do no damn fighting. Man, you just want to tell us what happened? Did I shoot? Crazy.
They're saying you were disorderly.
Did he put his hands on you? Crack the out of Offset. He would never play with me like that in his life.
Somebody owe you money?
Ask Offset.
He owe you money?
Ask Offset.
Now, while Offset is in the hospital recovering, he picked up his phone, went online, and saw TJ accusing him of being a snitch. He responded immediately. He said, fuck nah. You ain't bust nothing. AKA, Lil TJ, you are not the shooter. Somebody.
Now, for the record, just to say, we ain't gonna put it, but now they did say Offset was giving it to my man. They say he worked him out, you know what I'm saying? Then they say somebody that knew Offset, actually a fan, stretched him out. So, you know, let's just let that be said now. Allegedly. This is all alleged, you know what I mean? You know,
your crew was not you. Now, no matter what happens, we still have video evidence of the casino and exactly what happened. So whether or not it was Lil TJ or somebody in his crew, we're going to find out eventually. Moments ago, we just found out that Lil TJ was the one that actually instigated the fight with Offset. Police reviewed the footage. They saw Lil TJ hopping out of his car, pointing out Offset to his crew, and basically leading his group to Offset. And if that wasn't stupid enough, you guys, TJ filmed the incident on his phone. Now, my guess is that TJ thought that this was going to be a pack out of Offset. So what better way to get the one up on your enemy than to have it on video to expose him later? Now, Offset, it's not looking good for you either. A lot of people have been coming out claiming that you owe them money. Ebro came out today and said he bet Offset some bread and he never got it back.
Didn't you and Offset have a bet?
He owes me $5,000.
Oh God.
He does.
Was it a serious?
Now, this is Ebro from Hot 97. Everybody know Ebro from Hot 97. It just got fired. He worked with Apple Music, big in the music industry. But with money and stories like this, now, when they say well, more than one person say something. But let's hear what Ebro had to say for we, and let me know y'all opinions on this. But hear Ebro out first. See what he had to say about him. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he had to say about Seth.
Yo, Bascom. Come on, man.
Oh God.
Offset's fine. I tried to call him last night.
But was it a serious bet?
Yeah, we bet on the Super Bowl
and
in New Orleans.
Now, if you had lost, would you have paid him?
I mean, I bet $5,000. I was prepared to pay him $5,000.
You were prepared to?
Yes.
That is funny, though.
I've talked to him 1,000 times since then and never jammed him up about $5,000.
No, of course.
Because clearly he's somebody that didn't pay his bet. Like, why I'm not going to chase you around about $5,000's not a big deal to me.
Well, see, why do you have to turn into a by the way, if it's not a big deal to you, why would it be a big deal?
Now, that's why I beg the deal. $5,000 is $5,000. May not be a big deal to him, but now if you, so it seems like to me, Offset is an habitual ass better. Everybody that gamble know what an ass better is. Somebody that like to just holler out a bet, hoping he gonna hit and don't gotta pay no money. And then when whatever he lose and got to pay up, he ain't got it, or he trying to borrow from you to pay that. And then, they call that ass bet, making bets with no money in your pocket. So maybe Cardi was on to something when she left him alone, because that, now let's them finances, drop something in the comments, man. Finances will wreck a relationship. And I've been through that, man. I've been through that. We're going to talk about that. I'm 50 years old, man. 52 to be exact. And I done been through that where I've lost, I'm going through a divorce. Oh, money, bro. Invest in it. You lose a lot of money, person will look at you different now. You start, because, a person that continuously loses money and don't make no money, there's no security in that. You know what I'm saying? That's a shout to all my gamblers. It ain't that you don't hit your licks. It ain't that you ain't, but a person don't see no security in somebody that constantly takes a chance with money that you got to eat off, do things off of. So it ain't about the gambling. It's about the gambling with what you don't have to lose. And most people in his case, because like I tell people, gambling can be worse than a drug habit, bro. Gambling can be worse than a drug habit, bro. You could be gambling. Put it like this, a dope fiend, say if they got $1,000 in their pocket, medically, they may not even be able to smoke that. They might smoke $300 and pass out. But a gambler, whatever you got on you, whatever you got in your possession, long as they can put it on that table, they'll go through it all in one night. A gambler go through 2-3 million in one night if he got it to go. And that's a serious problem, bro. That's a serious problem. But let's just hear who else Offset old. You know what I'm saying?
Little TJ.
Well, that's where I was going to go. That I don't think that TJ's got more money than I got. I don't think it would be over $10,000.
Ebro, all right, man. We know you got a couple dollars, but people, we always want to throw that in there. But all right, 5,000 is something to me, though. I don't care how much I get.
I think $5,000 not being a big deal is relative, by the way. Like, it depends who owes you $5,000.
Me and Offset are in a good enough situation where.
Well, no,
I don't need to
borrow
stress
money from you.
Yeah, it wasn't a loan. We made a bet.
You made a bet, right? Now, TJ, so the suggestion is they were gambling at some point.
Former NFL player Des Bryant came out and also claimed, Offset owed me money and he never paid me back. Des said, I don't ever talk about what I do or my relationship with anyone, but I'm going to give you all a quick story between me and Offset. I beat Offset out of 8,000. He tried to take a nap on me and I go to tap on him to wake him up, telling him, I need that 8 bands. His partner saw me tapping on him I can tell his partners wanted to jump on some bullshit. I chilled out because I was by myself, completely outnumbered. So I charged it to the game. I swear to God, Offset reached out to me yesterday, 3 hours before he got shot on a money play. I thought about it and said, yeah, I'm good. Then I saw the news later on and was like, damn. Some people don't play about their money. This man is basically the Ted Bundy of borrowing money and never.
So sad. Now, y'all see it. Dez Bryant say, Dez Bryant, that used to play for the Dallas Cowboys, for those that don't know, number 88. He said he beat Offset for eight bands, and he tried to act like he went to sleep on him. He said he tried to act like, he lost 8, let me lay down for a minute. And then he said when he was trying to wake him up, his homeboys looking at him like, what you doing, man? They was really finna try to pack theirs out. So Offset got a history of this right here. You know what I'm saying? And they man got killed in the gambling game. So, hey, man, come on, man. Come on, Seth. Say it ain't so, Seth. Say it ain't so, man.
Some people don't play about their money. This man is basically the Ted Bundy of borrowing money and never paying it back.
This is a sick Negro.
And also keep in mind, these are just the stories that we've heard so far. Imagine how many other people that's not come out with their Offset story yet. Now, my guy Seti Nash, who's been pretty accurate reporting the story, he came out to detail exactly what happened during the incident. Here's what he said.
All right, bro. Now here come the real. Now here comes the real. Everything I'm about to tell y'all is 1,000,000% facts. I will get the YouTubers react. Everything I'm about to say done with the casino, whatever is whatever. I don't know about the man debt or whoever he owe and all that, and I really don't care. Offset chilling, waiting for a ride. Lil TJ and his homeboys are over there. You feel me? They up over there chilling, and they press up on Offset. They jump Offset. It's all everything I'm about to say is on camera. But this where we gonna put the pressure on Lil TJ because you called that man a snitch. You lied on that man. Because if Offset would have snitched, he would have given a statement to the police and your charges would have been upgraded. Lil TJ ain't shoot nobody. And Offset ain't say you shot nobody because you wouldn't have got a bond. So the paperwork is actually going to reveal this because they waiting on CCTV. So everything I'm about to tell y'all is 100% factual. Everything I'm about to tell y'all is all on camera. This fool Offset is getting jumped by a couple of cats. These cats is Lil TJ's crew. So Lil TJ crew, about 4 or 3 cats is jumping Offset, smacking him with the pistol and all of this shit, right? All right. Ain't really doing too much damage. They smack him in the nose, bloody his nose up and all this and everything. So Offset didn't get shot in his ass. Offset got shot in his waist. It almost broke a bone. So when y'all see Offset from now on, Buddy gonna be walking with that on his hip. But here's where things get interesting. Lil TJ got knocked out. What happened is the little nigga that got arrested ain't nobody crew. The dude who got arrested was just a fan of Offset. So TJ got his ass knocked out by a fan. The nigga that's on the ground, that's Lil TJ. Offset already in the goddamn ambulance being transported. If Offset would have told, the charges would have been aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You don't see those charges. That's why he got that damn charge. His charge actually comes from him and the damn fan getting into it because the fan knocked his ass out. Lil TJ, tell me I'm lying. So you just lied on this nigga.
Okay, man, enough is enough. Let's enough is enough. Now peep this, man. Here's the moral of the story. Man. Offset, Lil TJ, seemed like to me. See, you got a thing where some dudes is from the hood and some dudes is from the streets. And right now, it's a lot of hood guys acting street. It's a lot of hood guys acting street, man. And sometimes guys have to find their lane out here, man. They have to really find their lane out here. And these two right here, first of all, y'all fighting at a casino. You try to jump. As soon as you go to jump somebody, you whip your phone out. Now, just that right there lets you know. Come on, bro. That's what we doing, man. We whipping out phones, bro. So this is my thing right here, man. And we're going to speak on this a little later. Like I say, you got some dudes that's from the hood and some dudes that's from the streets. And dudes that's from the streets really don't handle things like that. Although these new street guys might do. It's a different era. I ain't out there like that. It's a different era, man. It's a different era. But I know people on both sides, you know what I mean? I'm from Gary, Indiana, so I've seen the most gangster and I've seen I've seen it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've seen lame, smart. So there's ways you could go, man. But it seems like to me, a lot of these guys want to be so street so much. So they willing to risk it all, bro. They willing to risk it all, man. So you sick some ties on this dude. Now say had they shot him in the head. Say had they blammed Offset noodles all over now. It's all fun and games when you can talk about it the next day on live and get your points. But let's just say if the bullet really would have went somewhere it wasn't supposed to, and today we could be saying rest in peace, Offset. Which is another reason why your life insurance has to be in place. Now I know Cardi got some insurance on Offset. If she don't, she better double up on the policy now. But even that light right there is an accident policy. He got popped. He go to the hospital. For the time he in the hospital, you get paid for that. So you got living benefits to life insurance. It's just one thing I like to touch on. But the point is, when I say yet another reason why, and this, my friends, is yet another reason why life and accident insurance is a must, man, because a lot of these dudes that ain't from the hood is out here acting street, man. And it's going south, man. It's going south, bro. They acting too street. They acting too hard for themselves, man. And it's like, man, you know what? I got to go get my boy, man. I'm gonna go pick my son up from school, but y'all let me know, man. Tap in. This your man, Mal C219 TV. Just let me know what y'all got to say about Offset. I think he owed me a couple of dollars too, man. I'm gonna jump on that train, John. You know what I'm saying? So shout to my guy, you know what I'm saying? Concrete Media, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all just go ahead, man, and let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think, man. Shit, Offset quit ass betting. They need to go get him some life insurance. That's just what it is, man. All right, we're gonna be back at y'all.